Let's start Lesson 10 Water Resources in India. Here you will learn about water, sources of water, saving water. Let's read to learn. Water is one of the most important renewable natural resources for supporting life. So, water is essential for our life. There are many sources of water. Let's read to learn about it. Water. As we know that life is impossible on earth without water. Water is one of the most important substances on earth. If there was no water, there would have been no life on earth. All plants and animals must have water to survive. Nearly 3/4 of the earth's surface is covered with water. Water is also found below the earth's surface. It is present in air in the form of water vapor. About 70% of the human body is water. People need water for various purposes like for drinking, washing, cleaning, cooking, and many other daily activities. Irrigation of fields. Earth. Note for the teacher. Describe your students about the sources of water and its importance. Also, tell them about various measures to save water. Ask them whether they waste water or save it. Sources of water. We have learnt that water is a renewable resource. Rain is the natural source of water. The water from rain gets filled in rivers, lakes, ponds, and some water seeps into the ground. The water present on the earth gets renewed every time when it rains. The Indian farmers are dependent on rains largely, but the amount of rainfall is not fixed every time. Due to this reason, some areas get heavy rainfall while some areas get less or no rainfall. For this reason, we should think of ways to meet the various needs of water to make it available in areas of scarcity. Rivers, lakes, and ponds are the natural sources of fresh water. The water from the glaciers on the mountains melts and seeps down into rivers. These rivers are known as perennial rivers. Ganga, Yamuna, Indus, and Brahmaputra are examples of perennial rivers. These rivers get water all round the year. Then these rivers flow further and join other rivers to form tributaries. The rivers of peninsular India like Godavari, Kaveri, and Krishna are dependent on rains. These are known as non-perennial rivers. Wells and tube wells are the artificial source of water. The rainwater seeps in the ground and this water collects in the soil underground. This water is drawn up with a pulley and a bucket through wells or tube wells. The tube wells are the major source of irrigation for the farmers of Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, and Gujarat. In the Deccan Plateau, the land is rocky and uneven. In such places, tanks are built to store water for irrigation purposes. Canals are also an artificial source of irrigation in the fields. Dams are also built with cement and steel to store the flowing water. It is a large barrier that stores the flowing water for various purposes. During heavy rains, the dams are very beneficial as they store the excess water for future use. These dams are also used to produce electricity. The forced water rushing down the pipes of the dam is very useful. This water helps the turbines to spin, which in turn produces electricity. This is known as hydroelectric power. Well, tube well, canal, dam, Ganga river. Quick fact: Earth's largest water source is the ocean. Saving water. Water is very precious because it is very useful for all of us. As the natural resources are being used at a high pace, so they are depleting. We need to think of some measures to save these resources. Water is also being polluted by various means like domestic waste, industrial waste, washing clothes, bathing animals, and many more things. We should avoid these activities so that the water does not get polluted. If the water gets polluted, then we will get dirty water for drinking purposes, which will make us ill. We should save water by minimal usage. We should reuse water whenever possible. We can also collect rainwater in tanks when it rains and use them later. Quick answer: What can we do to save water? Fast. What are the natural sources of water?